What is immigration? Immigration is the international movement of people into a destination country of which they are not natives or where they do not possess citizenship in order to settle or reside there, especially as permanent residents or naturalized citizens, or to take up employment as a migrant worker or temporarily as a foreign worker. We are going to concentrate on immigration to Australia. Immigration to Australia began when the ancestors of Australian Aborigines arrived on the continent via the islands of maritime Southeast Asia and New Guinea. Net overseas migration has gradually increased from 30,042 in 1992 to 1993 to 1,78,582 in 2015 to 16. The largest groups comprising the immigration categories are skilled migration and family reunion programs. According to a sociological study conducted in 2014, it has been concluded that Australia and Canada are the most receptive to immigration among Western nations. Net overseas migration. We are going to focus on 4 Australian states, namely Victoria, New South Wales, Tasmania, and Queensland, to demonstrate the net overseas migration in Australia. New South Wales has the highest net overseas migration, followed by Victoria, which is followed by Queensland, and then comes Tasmania with the lowest net overseas migration. Arrival and departure by visa type. In this bar graph, we have segregated the data into 2 categories of visas, permanent and temporary visas. The permanent visa category is further classified into family and skill, while the temporary visa category is further classified into other temporary visas, student, temporary work, skilled, and vocational education and training sector. The trend in the bar graph across all visa categories demonstrates that the number of arrivals is high in all the cases except that of the other temporary visas, because this category includes the data for tourism and the working holiday visa data.
We are going to focus on the following 4 visa categories under the temporary visas issued, which are student, temporary resident skill, bridging, and temporary resident other, in which the student category has the highest number. Now we move on to show the trends across 2012 to 2017 for the above mentioned categories. As we can see in the visualization that the number of visa holders for bridging, temporary resident, and temporary resident skill has remained fairly constant, while it has grown for the student visa category for the time period of 2012 to 2017. Moving ahead, we will be focusing on the student and temporary skilled visas granted to the people who have been migrating from throughout the world to Australia. As we can see that student visas has been broadly classified into 4 main categories, that is vocational education and training sector, school sector, postgraduate research sectors, and higher education sectors. The chart states that there has been a gradual increase in the education sector from the year 2012 to 2017, while it has remained fairly constant for all the remaining 3 categories. In the second part, we can say that as per the numerical values, the secondary applicants has the lowest numerical value of 24, while it has the highest for primary applicants in higher education sector with the value of 8,49,842.
Now we proceed to analyze the temporary resident skilled visa grant rate, in which we have also tried to forecast the expected number for the year 2018, while the trend demonstrates that there has been decrease from the year 2012 to 2017 on an average. It has remained fairly constant for the years in between. Further, now we are displaying the numerical data for the resident skilled visa category, which is further drilled into primary and secondary applicants and also segregated based on the location. New South Wales has the highest number in both the categories, followed by Victoria, which is followed by Queensland, and last but not the least comes Tasmania. Here, we have tried to concentrate on the visas through which immigration happens in Australia, and after analyzing all the data and visualizations, we have reached a conclusion that skilled class of immigration is highly appreciated and encouraged in Australia. If you want to improve your higher educational capabilities, Australia is the way forward. And after that, if you want to get a permanent resident, become a permanent resident or gain citizenship based on your skills, then Australia is definitely the right choice for you.